we got my mom here to read the questions, and she had a birthday yesterday. So this is a Q&A. We got a good enough number of questions, better than my first one. So we've grown. So let's get off with the first question. Here we go.
Jordan writes, how did you get started on YouTube?
Well, when I started on YouTube originally, it wasn't to make videos. It was actually to subscribe to AMC Movie Talk, because before I subscribed to them, when I subscribed to them around May 2013, so that's when I originally made it. I'm like, okay, I want to subscribe to these guys because they seem like they know what they're talking about, and I get actually a lot of good movie news. Before then, I was just relying on Wikipedia, and when The Amazing Spider-Man was being made, which I actually knew about, I read on Wikipedia like, yeah, Spider-Man 4 is coming out. I'm like, yeah, I'm never trusting this crap again. Next question.
My Fluffy Penguin writes, what is your favorite genre of movies?
My favorite genre of movies is sci-fi action. I do like fantasy from time to time, but I definitely love sci-fi action. I like the exploration of space. So Star Wars, I do love. I didn't love the originals, but I definitely do not like the prequels. I like the 2 Star Trek movies, and I just love superhero movies, which are definitely my favorite of all time. And I'm like, come on, people, come on, it's right there. I just love that because there's so much you can do with these movies. There's unlimited things you can write about. Just make something up and just make it seem like it's real. Aliens, and there's so much you can write about. I just have a huge interest in it. Next question.
Ed Anonymous writes, why do you make videos?
Why do I make videos? Because the reason why I make videos is when I originally started YouTube, actually started making videos, I was like, hey, I want to actually share my opinion and see what happens. And once you get that first view, you feel like, oh my god, people are actually watching my stuff, even though it was my friend. I'm like, oh my god, like people want to spend their time with me sharing my opinions. I'm like, that's amazing. And then you just get this feeling like none other that you have something to do, and it kept me preoccupied at the time. I never thought I was going to get big, but like a lot of my friends were like, yeah, just keep on going at the pace you're going, you're going to be big in no time. And then ever since then, I just didn't want to stop.
At Mike Wash writes, what was your original inspiration to start the channel?
We did kind of go over that, but my original inspiration was watching people like Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, and like I said, AMC Movie Talk. Watching them give their opinions and people just like having conversations with them, I'm like, that's amazing. And I wanted to have that kind of fun too. And I'm like, if they can do it, why can't I? I mean, you just gotta get the right equipment, and then you're good.
My Fluffy Penguin writes, who is your least favorite actor?
Ooh, least favorite actor. My mom does not agree with this, but it's gonna probably be Adam Sandler. He used to be one of the greats, especially in the movie Happy Gilmore. Love that movie. She does not, but whatever. But he just started going downhill at a fast pace, and he just started making movies like it's with his bunch of friends. Like it's a bunch of friends just hanging out making a movie. Grown Ups 2 is a perfect example of that. I did not mind Grown Ups 1, but Grown Ups 2 came out. I'm like, it looks like it had no purpose. There was no moral of the story. The ending was crap. Like, there was a fight scene I did not like. And it's just a hangout to him now. I mean, I can do shit like that because, 125 subscribers now. 125, thank you for subscribing. Like, that's not a lot. I mean, like, I'm still going to try my absolute hardest. But I'm obviously going to work with my friends because I don't know anybody else to work with. But I did get the best of the best out of my friends. And that's not a whole lot to work with. But, I got something. Next question.
At Anonymous writes, who inspires you to make videos?
John Campbell. Like I said, I did have a lot of other people, but John Campbell was the core guy around me wanting to make videos. He says things that inspire many people. He says things that I agree with, like the human race is a race that was born to tell stories, going back to caveman times, pictures on the wall. Picture is worth 1,000 words. That's the saying. And it is true. Because, well, it could be worth a lot more depending on the picture. But people have been telling stories and not even knowing it. I'm telling a story right here, right now. Every time we have a conversation with the guy next door or someone over the phone, we're texting, we're telling a story. We just don't know it yet. And that's why I like John Camp, because he had that inspirational speech and he made everyone seem like they mattered. And he makes everyone's opinions seem like they matter to a reasonable extent. Next question.
At LukePron8863 writes, what has been your favorite movie review so far?
I didn't have a lot of good ones because most of them were by myself, and other than that was with my brother. And we kind of can agree. You guys do like him, but he doesn't have any effort. So I'm gonna have to say it's the walk with me, John, and CJ because I got to actually interact with someone while making a video talking about a movie. Coming tomorrow, I'm watching Star Wars, bitch, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun because it's gonna be me, CJ, John, and my friend Chris Pricoli. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and that's about, like, by the time this video comes out, the next day, the door will be like, wait, what about Star Wars? I'm like, because it didn't come out yet, so, but, like, definitely Star Wars is going to be the next best thing, but The Walk, as of right now, is the best review so far.
From Anonymous writes, what are your plans to expand the channel?
Plans! I've been having plans since I actually hit my 10th subscriber. I'm like, I got plans, bitch. Of course, I was way over my head. I'm stumbling over my own feet as we speak. I'm trying to make the best of the best, and I'm going way too fast. Like, I'm trying to get a freaking $800 camera, a freaking tripod. I'm trying to buy a desk, a chair, microphones. I'm like, a freaking lighting set. I'm like, I'm going too fast right now. I'm trying to slow it down, but, like, that's what my future plans are. Get all that nice shit, like the Cool Nerd Show. They have like what I want: a nice green screen, nice mics, and I'm hiring a cast. When I hit college, I'm gonna actually have my roommate be, hopefully, my roommate be my permanent, co-host.
At Mike Weiss writes, if you could pitch any movie to any studio with any characters, what would it be? Who would play the characters and who would direct it?
That's gonna take some thought. But off the top of my head, like I always wanted to make a superhero movie, but like make it like 3 hours long. The reason is because I don't believe, well, I do believe in making sequels, writing sequels, but I want to be a writer. And once you hit that first film, you don't feel the creative juices flowing as fast. You can if you establish that story and split it up into different parts, but somehow make each film a complete film on its own. Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're doing that perfectly, but it's going to get exhausting after a while. But if I had to make one movie, any characters, I have my own characters, but I'm not going to say them right here, right now. But I'm making a comic book or a graphic novel, if you will, and they're going to be consisting of like 12 different superheroes. They're going to be like 12 main superheroes, like the Justice League. And there is going to be a lot more superheroes, but then in my storyline, they're going to die off or they're going to turn bad. And there's going to be this epic war at the end. So if I could make a storyline, it would be about that. Now, finding actors, that's going to be extremely, extremely hard because my main character is 14 years old. Because I wanted to say, like, the new Spider-Man. Like, I wanted to have someone who's in that age range, but who could still kick some ass. It's going to be really hard to name actors and stuff like that, but if I had to, I know a director, I forget his name, Mike Vaughn, I think is his name. Not Vince Vaughn, but I think it's Michael Vaughn. Yeah, he directed Kingsman, The Secret Service. He directed Kick-Ass 1. He did not direct Kick-Ass 2, but he did, I think he did write that one, though. So, actors is a whole different story, but, close enough.
Kenya Creeper writes, what is your all-time favorite movie?
All-time favorite movie, The Wolf of Wall Street. There's something about that movie that just stood out for me. It had comedy, it had drama, it had stakes. I don't watch a lot of, like, Oscar films because they're not pertain to me, but I do watch them to get, that movie nerd fest onto me. Like, they're like, oh, a lot of people are praising this movie, I'm going to just digest it. So, a lot of people were praising this, so I'm like, I watched it on the plane when I was going to Italy last year. I'm like, I'm going to watch this. Never finished it because the movie's like 3 hours long. I was like, I have to watch this movie, and I found it at Walmart, got that, and watched it, and I had a lot of fun, and that's my favorite film of all time. We're going to go some rapid fire because I'm running out of space like a motherfucker. Let's go!
My Fluffy Penguin writes, what superhero that doesn't have a movie made for them would you like to have as a movie?
This is kind of not fair, but I'm going to have to go with The Flash, even though he's got his own TV show. I always wanted to see him have his own movie, because I wanted to see a big budget action. I mean, the TV shows, don't get me wrong, are beautiful. But I wanted to see a movie out of it, and when I kind of heard about the TV show, I was kind of pissed. When I saw the suit, I kind of got pissed. But then I got over it, and I love the show. So that's what I wanted to go with.
At Cannon Creeper writes, what is your favorite TV show?
That is going to be grim. No one watches it. Here's the image. Watch the damn show, please. No one ever watches it. If you watch it, and you know me personally, I'm going to have a good conversation with you because there's so much information I'm withholding. 4.5 years worth. And I have no one to talk about it with but my brother and my mom. My mom does not know how to have good conversations, no offense. Celia doesn't talk, and I only met 2 people in the entire world who have ever seen it.
Last question. At Anonymous writes, what inspired you to do Gumsplit verses?
What inspired me to do Gumps first is someone said, make something original. And I was like, help me out. When they didn't help me out, they actually bitched and complained. This one I had like 13 subscribers. They're like, whatever. I'm like, dude, I just want some help. And I was watching, I know, a lot from AMC Movie Talk at the time, but now it's Collider Movie Talk. But they had these AMC verses, which was them talking about which one's the better movie. I'm like, I'm gonna take this idea, but turn it into characters and have a civil debate. Not so civil, but I wanted to have a good debate about these characters and who would win in a fight. The first one was a huge success. Well, actually, it's still getting views as we speak. It's like over 100 now, which is incredible. One of my best Gumps verses of all time. But so that was actually the start of it, and then I wanted John to be a permanent part. But then I wanted to keep it fresh every once in a while. But then that became a huge stress, and then I wanted just John to become the huge main guy in Gumps verses. Any more questions? Is that it?
That's it.
That's it, guys. Mother, come here, mother. She can barely look over the camera. That's adorable.
Ouch!
She's 45 years old, people. So thank you all for sending your questions. That was very nice of you, especially the people I've been begging for questions. If you did not get your question in, I asked you for a question, just comment down on this video, and then if I get enough questions, the more questions, the faster the questions, the sooner the next Q&A is. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that crap. Later, and goodbye. Hello guys, thank you for watching that video. I had a great time making this video. This is my first year anniversary. It is today. It is confirmed. It is the 17th. That's when I actually started making videos. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my social media right here.